1 foot in the ground, 1 foot in the grave. Don't you dare make a sound. Hear you from a mile away.
So Shadow came at a time when I had been struggling so much to make sense of what was going on in my head. There would be days where I felt like I had power and control over the fear that was coming after me, and I felt like there was nothing that could put me down. And then days where I woke up and I felt weak and I felt powerless. And so my friend Spencer came in, and we wrote that original idea and that lyric to it. And I just spent the next 3 days making the beat. It was all raw drum samples from like a classic Bruce Forat MPC. Over time, that song found its shape as this anthem against this thing that had caused me a lot of pain. And it felt like a huge cathartic release for it. There's a moment in Shadow that feels really theatrical. It's this dance almost between myself and anxiety in the pre-chorus, and it's don't think twice, you'll be dead in a second. Turn your eyes from your hands to the heavens, kill your pride, turn your fear to a weapon.
You'll be dead in a second. From your hands to the heavens.
So it's like you have this voice of power and light, and then this voice of just making you feel small and powerless. And the tones of those voices change from this huge, bright, bold vocal to this really dark, centered, trotting vocal. But then when it gets to that hook, that conversation ends. It's no longer like you're flipping between light and dark. It's this statement of power and of control. It's just, don't you let him take control. Don't you let him break your soul. It's not the devil at your door. It's just your shadow on the floor.
1 eye on the clock, 1 eye on the mirror, take us.
When I play that song live, I get to watch people process through stuff that maybe they haven't found the words anywhere else to kind of get out of their system. So they're singing it just as loud and even louder than I'm singing it on stage. And then when they look to their left and their right, I think they realize that there are people who feel that same thing, and it just gives them more power to be like, you know what, I'm taking back control from this thing in my head that has caused me so much pain and stolen so much time from me, and I'm not gonna let it take any more. And if that's what people walk away with from my shows, that just means everything to me.
It's not the devil at your door. It's just your shadow on the floor.
It's not something that you listen to when you're just in the still, in the dark, in the night. It's something where it's like, you know what? I'm gonna get out of my head. I'm gonna get out of this room. I'm gonna get out of this house. And I'm gonna go somewhere, and I'm gonna take this energy, as difficult and as dark and as confusing as it is, and I'm gonna put it towards something greater. Because I sat in that place my whole life and I could never find the words to get it out. And songs like this were milestones for me, where I was like, you know what? I've tried 50 different ways to say this thing and written 50 different songs. And I finally found this, and no one can take that away from me. So that's why I love that song, and it changed my life.